Oh, wahoo wah. It's Rog. Thirsty Rog.
You get a fast car.
Oh,
I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. You got nothing to
oh, not just Rog.
make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove.
Oh. Oh, wahoo wah.
Wow, Rod, what is going on?
Oh, good now. 1 minute, it was just me and Tracy Chapman, and now it's just me and the most joyous force in American football. Oh, Emily Sonnett, it's a joy to be with you.
I'm using my special cup today.
Hey! This is less an Insta Live and more a gathering of the National Association of Waffle House Appreciation Society. These are dark days, and we're going to talk about Waffle House in a minute, because when I asked people for the questions about you, Emily Sonnett, I would say 7 out of 10 were, let's just say, related to the Grand Slam. We will get to them. I want to formally open this and just say, it's Rog on Insta Live, your suboptimal DJ D Nice, if you like. I'm not here alone. I'm having a third bud of the day with one of my favourite human beings in football, the tenacity with which he takes the field, the joy, just the sense of optimism and wonder. When I think about what the world needs right now, it needs more Emily Sonnett. Welcome from the Orlando Pride and only your World Cup winning US women's national team. Oh, Emily Sonnett.
I always tell you, your intros are the best, man.
Oh, I just take what you email me and then I cut and paste and I read it back, to you.
I wish. What's been going on?
Oh, where are we finding you? How are you weathering quarantine life, Sonny?
I'll set the scene a little bit. I'm in Atlanta. Yeah.
Marietta.
Home of the Waffle House. Marietta. I'm up with my parents, the original roommates. They are sick of me. They're like, you have your own place. Why aren't you there? And I'm like, you deep down, you actually do miss me. I'm here with my dog, Bagel.
Bagel Bongo.
Yeah, Bagel Bongo. She's actually on a walk right now. She's being very naughty and would not stop barking. And
Double B walks herself.
Double B does not walk herself. My father said, listen, I want to go for a walk. It's nice out. Let me take Bagel Bongo. And I said,
the world needs more Bagel Bongo right now. Can I ask you, how do you handle quarantine life? You are such a gregarious, outgoing human being. Are you made for inside life, sweatpants forever, for days? Or are you like cabin fever?
A little bit of cabin fever. A lot, if I really think about it, a lot hasn't changed. I still go out, work out, keeping that social distance. And then when I come back, I actually started reading and I've kind of enjoyed it. I know.
Words.
I know. It's Roosevelt and Samuels have been really rubbing off on me.
What books have been entering your life?
I am currently trying to finish the trilogy of Rich Crazy Asians.
Oh.
Not only is it a movie,
yes,
but it's books, and I've been reading it. Reading the news. I feel like everyone's doing that, and
just words. You know, what I find myself thinking a lot in this time of global challenge, this time of great unity across the world. I find myself thinking, thank God the World Cup was last year and not this one.
Could you imagine?
I mean, do you find yourself like memories just come flooding back all the time?
About the World Cup? Yeah, I think with this time we're kind of like going through old photos, old videos, and man, do we have so many videos of like behind the scenes stuff that we go back and we send each other and we're just like, you remember this? That was pretty funny. Nothing
9 out of 10 of those from Instagram influencer Ashlyn Harris.
Ooh, yeah, a lot of them. She did good.
She's amazing. Every time I take an apple, I think about Ashlyn Harris. But you are an elite athlete. You're hyper competitive. How do you handle having nothing to compete over? Like, how often does that kind of play? I do think about the Premier League players, at home. I think about, the US women who are so primed to try and take on the Olympics this summer. You're focused on the target, the NWSL season, which is about to begin next weekend, now not. So you're all primed for these objectives, and then they're taken away from you. Like, mentally, what happens to you when you can't compete? Someone who's trained, given their life to competing.
Honestly, I've always had this rule: don't be competitive outside your sport. It's not healthy. And I have shut that completely down. If it's playing ping pong, if it's the first one to wake up in the morning in the household to get the first cup of coffee, the fresh brew.
Oh.
If it's I'm trying to even think. Been playing a lot of Scrabble on my phone. So if I'm the first one to respond in the morning,
triple word score.
Yeah, if it's like this little tiny wins, but mostly it's that getting that hot brew right in the morning, right before mom and dad get up for work. It's the small victories. It's the small victories.
If that was an Olympic sport, that coffee one in the morning, I would medal. I would medal for America, and I would weep. I would weep on that medal stand. How do you all keep connected? Is there a US women's national team WhatsApp group that you're like pounding away on there?
Not a WhatsApp group. We actually just did our first like Zoom type video session. So it was the Defenders. So we saw a bunch of the girls on the Zoom. That's what everyone's doing. If not, I just kind of, now you can do like the FaceTime. I'm probably FaceTiming 2 or 3 girls a day, just saying, hey, what's up? Are you bored? Yeah, I'm bored too. What's going on?
Just checking.
Yeah, just a quick check-in. Hey, how are you?
Check.
Okay, good.
It's Coach Vlatko in touch. Is he a big Zoomer?
Yeah, well, I think now he is. He's setting these up. It was about an hour long. He did a great meeting. I highly recommend it. If you want to do another Zoom chat, another Instagram Live, get Vlatko on here.
Oh, Big V. Come on, V. The one thing I know about Big V, we were meant to actually do a live show in DC this Friday ahead of the season returning with Coach Vlatko. And one of the things I was most looking forward to talking to him about, Heather O'Reilly, said Vlatko divides players. You're either a warrior or a poet. You're either a warrior or a poet. Warriors over there, poets over there. Question from a listener at MGC. Does Sonny consider herself a warrior or a poet?
I'm going to have to say warrior, because Vlatko has said, you know what, I think I see a little Kelly O'Hara in you. And I go, that girl is definitely a warrior. And if I can be compared to that just a little bit, hey, I'm happy.
God, I made a film about Kelly this time last year, and her dad talked about the fang, like she was the sweetest, most wonderful girl when she was going out, and then she'd take the field, and they just see the fangs come out, just the teeth being bare, and they knew that some opponent was going to get it. I wish I had a tiny, tiny ounce of Kelly O'Hara's warriorness in my being. I just don't. Question from another listener at Most O'Hara. Sonny, you're stranded on a desert island. Oh, this is a timely question. You can bring 3 teammates to survive. Who are you bringing?
Rose.
Why?
TikToks, dancing, always fun. Might bring Wilma. Sam Ewis.
Oh, yes. American
Sam
Yao
Ewis.
Ming.
So we know when we're 6 feet away. Social distancing. A 6-foot Sammy. Lindsay Horan, her dog. Yeah, we're not gonna roll over that one, are we? Her dog, so cute. That's all we need. We need a little bit of Sir Ferguson, and then that's it, right? You said 3. I was gonna go for a bonus, but you know what? The question's over.
You're never coming back, are you? That's quite a crib. That you're never, ever, ever going to come back. I love that, though. The notion of Rose Lavelle just TikToking for survival, just like...
I mean, if there's one person who's going to TikTok for survival, it's probably Rose Lavelle.
Another question from a listener. This one at Lindsay 10 Haran. Sonnett, how do you feel about ruining the best and longest ever joke Rose had going on Lindsay? How do you feel about that person? The Skechers joke. How do you feel about being the person who ended that forever? Can you sleep at night?
I got a text message right before this live, and it was from Roosevelt, and she said, wow, I'm really trying to think if there's another 3-year joke that you could ruin for me. during this Instagram live. And man, am I trying to think really hard to ruin one, but I can't. Honestly, Lindsay played it pretty cool. We shared a story on another podcast, and she did not know the joke. I ruined the joke, and Rose was she was pretty heartbroken that this joke was going to go on until Lindsay's retirement, she thought. And I've ruined it because Lindsay didn't know.
How hard? I mean, I love Lindsay Horan. She genuinely is one of the footballers I adore watching more than any other. I mean, she just do it all. How hard was it to say goodbye to her? You two are such great friends, and the Thorns. What are you going to miss most about Portland?
I love Portland so much. I loved living there, loved my apartment. And I think I always keep coming back to, like, who doesn't want to play in front of all those fans? You want to play in front of those fans. I want to play in front of those fans. They were incredible. I enjoyed the 4 years that I had there, and looks like there's another chapter ahead. So I'm very excited for that to get to Orlando.
I mean, NWS was meant to kick off this weekend, which is just heartbreaking. It's not to be so close to having it back in our life. Orlando, I mean, one of the things that is most frustrating about lockdown life, there's so many, but like you get stuck between your old life and your new. If you've broken up with someone, you go into lockdown, there's nothing you can do to get over that. If you lose your job, to try and get active again is almost impossible when you're locked down. So how does it feel to be in between teams, not be able to pull on that purple jersey yet?
Yeah, I was really excited. I moved to my apartment, wanted to get down there, get to know the girls, start training, like what they actually want to accomplish, the style of play. So yeah, this is this little in-between time. And I guess right now we do these webinars, we do Zoom workouts, we have team WhatsApp group. So we're staying connected, but very excited to get down there as soon as this all clears up.
What are you looking forward to most? I mean, that defense last season, Orlando, very generous, charity, a wonderful, wonderful thing. This season, they've got you down there. They've got Ali Riley, the pride of New Zealand. God love you, New Zealand. You've got Kriegs, just, oh my God, she's like Leighton Baines every season. She looks better and better and better. Ashlyn Harris, yeah, effing welcome for that content. I mean, how eager are you to start playing on that new remodeled backline?
Oh yeah, I think when I kind of think about going to Orlando and like creating these relationships and these connections, especially with the back line and all the names that you just said, and just being able to learn from those players, not only hopefully contribute, but to learn from these players. I'm just excited to work with them day in and day out.
Questions from some GFOP listeners. Jordan Britton asks, does Emily Sonnett feel a connection to the great Sonnett of the Premier League, Heung-min Son? Do you feel akin? Do you feel just a special bond?
I feel I don't want to call it a special bond. There is a little something there. I was gifted a Tottenham jersey with Son on the back from the Lindsay Horan, and she was like, "This, I think you need this," and I said, "I think you are right." Very thankful for that gift, and that's the only special part is that I get to wear the shirt.
Horan, who is an Arsenal fan.
Horan, who is an Arsenal fan.
And tried to make you an Arsenal fan.
She tried to make me an Arsenal fan. I got the jersey, the Adidas jersey and everything. I think she was trying to make me connect better with Becky Sauerbrunn. And I go, listen, I want to connect with Becky so bad. But this is so hard for me. Like, how have you continued to do this?
Becky is an Arsenal fan. She's so cerebral. She's philosophical. She understands, clever concepts that blow my mind. She understands suffering. She's deeply stoic. You're not an Arsenal fan. You are. It's not the life for you. You're too upbeat. You're too optimistic. You like happiness.
I love happiness, and that's you. You understand. You understand what I was going through. Happiness. But
Sonny also, it's amazing. I need to get the two of you together every morning. That first cup of coffee, I have in a Sonny mug. I got myself a Sonny mug because he makes me feel he's effervescent. He's ebullient. He's upside. He's always like everything. I mean, it's what I want. I'm a very dark human being. I'm a very pessimistic. I fear everything. Sonny is the person I want to be. I mean, you are the person I want to be. Just that optimism, that joy, that human wonder. Sonny and Sonny together in a room. There might be too much Sonny, to be honest.
Honestly, but adding you, that would kind of balance it out. So it would have to be us three. It would never be just us two. It would have to be us three.
That's amazing. I'm going to make this happen. I will be your Eeyore. I will be your Eeyore. At random USWNT question. Oh, Sonny, what TV shows are you watching right now? And I know the answer to this one, and I love it.
I can't get hooked. There are people are telling me you need to watch this, and I keep going back to One Tree Hill.
Classics.
Yeah. It is trash, and I'm addicted to it. And
You're rewatching it, right?
It's like the fourth time. It's kind of like my Gossip Girl stage. I watched Gossip Girl about 6 times.
Only 6?
Only 6. People keep telling me I've never, Rose always tells me this, I've never watched The Office. And a lot of people are like, what? And I'm like, so I think The Office is my next go on.
You should watch the English. Actually, the English Office is too dark for you. Don't watch the English Office. That's for people like me. But this may be a bit of a bold statement. I don't think you can understand Gossip Girl truly in all of its levels until you've watched it at least 11 times. I'm just saying, I think there's hidden depths to that show. But One Tree Hill, let me just salute you for going. I would love you to do a podcast with Rose Lavelle where the two of you rewatch One Tree Hill and just like unpack its hidden depths. Because to me, when I think of that show, I think Chad Michael Murray, and if ever an actor sounded like he played for the US men's national team, it would be Chad Michael Murray.
Absolutely agree.
I actually wish Chad Michael Murray did play for the US men's national team. Next question. P. Carol Dactyl. Can we please have a live bun tutorial? I don't know if she's asking you or she's asking me. But what's the secret?
Maybe she's asking you.
Yeah, I'll do that one offline. We should give a webinar on the great buns. What is the secret to a great bun?
The secret. I would say there is no secret. There is no secret. There is no secret. That's all I have to say. It's something you have to find. It's something you have to find yourself. There's no secret.
That is some Zen bloody wisdom. The secret is there is no secret. You have totally blown my... And the wisdom you're going to drop when we get to the Waffle House part of this interview, I actually am afraid of. I may not be able to contain it. Another question. At Big Girl Toaster, if you could switch bodies, Sonny, with anyone for just one day, who would it be?
If I could switch bodies with just one other person, who would it be? Oh, man. I mean, that can go in...
Not Chad Michael Murray.
Not Chad Michael Murray. This can go in so many different directions. Maybe that is a hard one. I'm trying to think of someone close to me, not close to me. I want to pick someone famous, and I'm gonna go Justin Bieber.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. Go on.
No one did.
Explain it.
Roger,
explain
no one
it.
did.
That's the twist. No one saw it coming. Go on, explain.
I think I watch his TikToks. I see him on Instagram. He has great styles, always wearing new hoodies. I'm like, who wouldn't want to wear all those hoodies? Every time I see one, I go, that's a hoodie, and that's what I would want.
I think about that. When I see him, I do think, like, that gentleman, like, must open up his wardrobe in the morning. And that question, which hoodie am I going to wear today, must be one of the most complicated decisions he makes in the entire day. Too many hoodies. Too much hoodies.
Too much hoodies.
Mine would be
the next hoodie.
That's a name for your podcast with Rose Lavelle, where you unpack One Tree Hill. It would be called Too Much Hoodies. My person would be Crystal Dunn. I would love to live life at her speed. Future captain of the US women's national team. At Audrey Hart 18. Big one. We're getting there. Would you rather, Sonny, never be able to eat at Waffle House again, or be unable to play soccer for a year? Which would it be?
Ooh.
If you had to choose one. Waffles or trophies? Waffles or glory?
I would say not waffles. That is hard. That is hard. But not waffles. I think that's the best way I could put it.
This is like I don't know if you watch this because you're like it came out when you were like -20, but Sophie's Choice. This is your Sophie's Choice. This is your impossible decision. I'm asking you to choose between two of your favorite children. Victoria McBossy asked, "What will you, Sonny, order when you go into a Waffle House again?" Oh, golden days! It's over. It's Waffle House time. What are we ordering?
I think I'm gonna go big and get the double waffle with peanut butter chips. They have chocolate chips, peanut butter chips. You get pecans on top. I'm gonna get peanut butter chips and put that thing like a sandwich, and it's like a waffle peanut butter sandwich.
That first Waffle House post-pandemic is just going to hit differently. That's all I'm going to say. That all-star special that I will be ordering. When Waffle House released make-at-home waffles, which I actually got hold of this week, I've got to say, when they arrived, and if they haven't sent you any, they need to send that Waffle House. I know you're watching because Sonny is like the embodiment of everything that's great about that institution. When I made those waffles from Waffle House, with the Waffle House mix in my own waffle maker, I put them in my mouth and I cried. I cried. It tasted of hope. It tasted of democracy. It tasted of freedom. I want to end by asking you the following. Sonny, you are the most optimistic human being I have ever interviewed. You bring it. You are someone I admire as an athlete, someone I admire as a human being. You seem to make the most of every single opportunity. And also, anyone who watches you knows this. It always cracks me up whenever there's a World Cup game. And like, you may play, you may not play, but guaranteed at that final whistle, the cameras somehow always zoom in on you and you are making everyone around you just crack up and feel great about life. Genuinely, in that moment, whatever the result is, you would be in the center of whatever is happening. There were times where you would just be talking to the team in the huddle, dancing with the team in the huddle, just making them laugh in the huddle, making them crack up on the bench. It's an amazing quality to bring to life. The tenacity, the optimism, the humor. And I think ultimately, when I think about you as a player, I think about you as a human being, genuinely evidencing the spirit that the world needs right now. All of which is to say, speak to us, Sonny. We're all here. There's thousands of people who are going to watch this in the next 24 hours. Make the case for optimism for us. Make the case for joy. Talk to us. Tell us how. Give us a sense of hope, which is our only weapon right now.
You want a sense of hope coming from this funny girl? I think everyone's had time to sit, think. You know, they're on their phones. I think this has been a great time. I think I've got asked this question. I'm thankfully with my parents, but the connections that you can make with people right now is huge. We're connecting, we're smiling, you're smiling, and I think the biggest part right now is reaching out to people. Hey, how are you? You know, like you sent me an email earlier, just like, hey, how are you? You signed it, courage, Raj. You know, and it's like those little things. I think I sent one back that said, hey, high five, Sonnett. Like that's it. I think I got that from one of my coaches here. But it's those little things that I think that are gonna put a small smile, or in your case, a big smile. And just to have those connections, hopefully going forward.
Could not agree more. People who are watching, get off this Instagram live, pick up the phone someone that you have not spoken to in the past couple of weeks. Someone who you know is on their own, someone who is isolated, be they young or old, particularly if they're old. Right now, we're in this period of time where the grind of this self-isolation mode is really kicking in. This is not a short thing. This is not a quickie. We're in this. We are in this. We are in this together. I believe we will be out of this. The NWSL will be back. It will. The great US women's national team will take the field together. They will. Reach out right after this. Reach out to someone in your life you've not spoken to, particularly someone who's elderly and isolated. Pick up that phone, give them a bell. Emily Sonnett, I raised my bud to you. You are what I needed. I felt really dark when I started this. When I finished it, I feel like I'm just going to go and binge every single thing Chad Michael Murray's ever bloody been in. I raise my bud in joy and tribute to you, to life, to love. We will be back next Wednesday on Instagram Live for some more NWSL action. Until then, oh, Bud fan, blood fan, Emily Sonnett, courage.
Courage.
Waffle House, America.
America, man. Raj, thank you very much.
You're amazing. You're amazing. Rock on. All right.